Hello everyone and welcome to my studio. I'm Amy Nicole and today I have another little secondhand fabric haul for y'all. Hello everyone, I have done it again and I accidentally found myself doing fabric shopping last weekend, and of course I had to share with y'all what I got. So unbeknownst to me, in Seguin, Texas, which is only about a 45-minute drive from me, as some of you may know, we live in the middle of nowhere. I found myself in Seguin over the weekend for a 5K, and I was just pedaling about town. I actually went to stop into a running store that was in this little shopping center situation, and I passed by this place called Artable Curiosities. And I thought, maybe I'll stop in on my way out. I saw fabric in the window and I assumed it was going to be like a quilting kind of crafts store, which is, if I happen to see a mom and pop shop that sells fabric in any of the small towns I go to, they're usually quilting based. Much to my surprise and delight, this was a creative reuse store, meaning everything in the store was donated and everything in the store is pay what you will. And it's all arts and crafts based. They had a ton of fabric, and it was not just quilting fabric, it was all kinds of fabric. And they had yarn, which I did not even let myself look through because I am not confident enough of a knitter to just pick yarn willy-nilly and think I'm gonna make it as a project one day. So I just looked at the fabric. They had some patterns as well. I skimmed through them. I didn't see anything that caught my eye. Lots of scrapbooking stuff, random paints, trims, anything that you could use for anything crafty related. I had the best conversation with the owner. She was so sweet. It was such a kismet afternoon. And I only bought 3 things. And it's fun because all the fabrics are in like little rolls and bundles. I don't know if they care if you unroll it, but I did not. I felt like that was going to be, what's the word? I didn't want to go in and just be making a mess, unroll something, decide I didn't want it. So I tried to like find the edges of things so I could feel if it was something that I might like. I only got 3 things. I already said that. And I was very pleasantly surprised. Oh, so you're not 100% sure how much you're getting of each whatever fabric. It's going to be a surprise once you unroll it, or how wide it's going to be. My best guess was figuring out what the actual fabric was. And I was very pleasantly surprised when I unrolled some of my rolls to find quite a significant amount of fabric. So let me show you what I got and quit yapping about it. So the first thing I got is this really crazy print. This was the first thing that caught my eye. There was actually several bundles of this. It's finished on the edges. I don't know if someone was trying to use it as a curtain, but you couldn't fit a curtain rod in here for sure. It almost has a linen-y texture to it, and it looks like a wax print. But I just thought the colors were so much fun. It's not that wide. It's maybe a little over a yard wide. I obviously love this pink, and it's not that long either, which is unfortunate because I kind of want to make a pair of pants out of it, which is crazy, but also could be really fun. But I don't know if I have enough. I could go back and get another panel. Maybe I'll have to do that because they had a couple of these. If I decide to make a pair of pants next time I go, because obviously I will be going back, I will maybe get another one. Anyways, it could also be a skirt. I don't know if I have quite enough for any kind of dress, and it's probably a little too heavy to wear on the top, but It's so cute. Okay, fabric number 1, some kind of waxed cotton situation. I had this all folded nicely, and here I am just making a mess. I have to catalog them into my Trello, which I will link below, my video all about how I catalog and organize my fabric stash. Okay, fabric number 2. I think I'm going in order of my favorite. This is a beautiful, I think it's a cotton. I'm going to do a burn test on all these, and I'm actually going to do a separate video of the burn test. But it feels very much like a cotton lawn, although it's much more loosely woven than that. So I don't know if I would call it a lawn. It's very lightweight. It has beautiful color of these like painted looking flowers. I love the reds and blues. I definitely gravitate towards reds and blues together. And there is a fair amount of this. It's also not very wide. This is folded, so it's twice as wide as this. But I like somewhat have this folded nicely. So we're going to try to keep it that way. But there's a good 3 yards or so here of this. I love florals and I love painted looking fabrics. So that is how this one stole my heart, even though it has some brown in it. I don't love brown, but I think it's beautiful. All right, last but certainly not least. I don't think I can film. I wanted to film over here because like I have this cute Audrey Hepburn painting, but the camera keeps trying to like focus on her. It's my show. Okay, last but not least, this silk. I'm pretty positive this is a silk. It is Nicole Miller for Joann Fabrics. There's a lot of it. It is, again, that beautiful sort of painted, watercolory. It's not floral, but it gives me Van Gogh water lily vibes. It is so soft and beautiful, and I think there's 3 yards of it as well. And I don't know what I'm going to make out of this, but it is going to be some kind of lovely, like very flowy dress situation. I just want to dance around in it all day. Anyway, I found this one at the very last minute, and I was feeling it. And I was like, I don't know, it could be, like, I wasn't really sure if it actually felt as amazing as I thought it did, or if maybe I was being deceived by just the small amount that I could feel. And I was like, I don't know, it could be like a weird polyester situation, but I'm pretty positive it's a silk. Anyway, that is my 3 secondhand fabric finds. I love shops like this because everything you find is like a surprise. Heaven help me if I would have found a good solid. I'm way less likely to take a gamble on a solid, I feel like, because I'm like, I don't know, like I can put up with a not great fabric if it's a wonderful print. But if I'm not 100% sure, if the fabric is nice and it's a solid, I'm less likely to just bounce on it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's doing that thing again. So that is my short and sweet little secondhand fabric haul for y'all. I do encourage you to find a shop like this near you if you have one. If you live in the Austin area, there's a great one called Austin Creative Reuse. They often have this shop in Seguin. It's called Artable Curiosities. I will link them below. They also have classes, and it's just such an amazing resource for the community. Now I know that when I'm cleaning things out, if there's fabrics I decide I don't want, I have a responsible place to take them where they'll actually be loved and appreciated. And there's just something about scoring an amazing fabric secondhand that feels so much more satisfactory than if you like sought it out and just bought it firsthand. Anyways, that is it from me today. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. And as always, happy sewing. Bye. Hello everyone, and welcome to the studio. I have done it again. Don't say welcome to the studio twice. This was a, do I have something in my teeth? Yeah, I have two things in my teeth. Oh my God, it's so embarrassing. This was a secondhand, no, this was a, what's it called? Reuse?